What's going on, everybody? I'm eating a PB&J. But besides that, we're going to put on an ARB air compressor today. Now, we're going to put it on the Jeep Cherokee. See how it goes. I'm just documenting this, okay? I don't know how it's going to go. I feel like I got the right tools. So, the kids are going to hang out. Wife's going to watch and cheer me on while I do it. See how it goes. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're under the Jeep. Yeah, see? We're under the Jeep. Now, this is something I wanted to show you guys. We have the ARB single air compressor. Yes, that's a beer. Alright, so now we're underneath. Do you see what I see? Alright, so this is the subframe. Okay. Now it's held in, not by these guys. There's bolts on the other side, you see? They both through. I don't know if you guys can see very well. I'm trying my best. There's a nut. There's the head of the bolt right there. So you gotta get around there. Unbolt it. Unbolt this little plate right here. This right here will slide out. Okay, this whole subframe, which is I think your crash bar, will slide out. That's where we're mounting it. Now we need, as you can see, the manifold is hitting the windshield washer reservoir. So we're gonna clock it. That's one of the abilities ARB allows you, is to clock the manifold, and we'll be good. So we're gonna take this apart right now. I already made my marks where I feel the air compressor is not hitting anything. I need to move this ground wire a little bit. Just clock it better. That way, see, I can move it up, and then we'll be good. All right, so check it out. We got the subframe out, and I made marks. So I put the air compressor up there without it bolted up in the Jeep. And we made marks. That way we know where we want the plate to go. So the two lines, we want them pretty much to line up like that. Now I need to move the manifold. The manifold is hitting the windshield wiper reservoir. So we're gonna clock it up, and then I'm taking the air compressor off the aluminum block, and I'm gonna put some holes through, drill through this thing, and then we're gonna put a nut, bolt, washer, all that good stuff. That way it'll stay intact, and then we're gonna put it back in. So, wow, look at all that. Okay, so let me break it down for you guys what I did real quick. Here's what I got. How did I achieve that? This is a plate that I use to mount this to this. Okay. And then I bolted this down right here, through here, down to this. I use the locking Loctite. I use Loctite on the bottom nut, and then I just got another nut, locked it down. I had a little bit of Loctite on that. I just don't want this to move, pretty much. You can swap out the orientation of this air compressor by swiveling it this way, or turning the manifold right here if you wanted to. We're gonna put this back in, and we're gonna test fit it and see how everything fits, and we should be good. Real quick, I had to do a couple of modifications. I want to show you guys what's up. So this is it. Obviously we know that, right? So when the air compressor goes up and in, it was contacting a negative wire that goes from the unibody to the motor. So it was looping down, out, and contacting this. Let's get underneath. And this is the line right here. I loosened up here. I loosened it up right here. Originally it was flapping down over. I went up the other way, and I just moved this. I just turned it and then rebolted it back in. Now it fits. Let's go ahead and put this on. Real quick. You guys want to see a tight fit? Yeah. So what we're going to do now that we have it mounted, we're going to wire it up, plumb it straight up. You see all these voids? I'm thinking I might, see all that? I think I can bring the wires through here, and then maybe have the quick disconnect here, if I can. What's underneath here? Nothing. Oh, it's like it's meant to be. Okay. So I'm thinking about mounting it right here. That sounds good right there. All right. Okay. 2 months later down the road, I hard mounted the air compressor. Never got the opportunity to show you guys what went down after that. Take a look. So instead of putting the quick disconnect here, I ended up drilling a hole right here, and the hosing went down into, I don't know if you could tell, down into there, right here. Okay, and our wiring, this is the main wire. This right here is the ARB relay. Here's the fuse, so it's really easy to get to if needs be. And basically, I wrapped up all the lines, all of the wiring from up through here through these voids, and hard mounted onto the battery. Okay. So real quick, this is where the quick disconnect is, and the harness went, or the switch. This is the switch line. Went all the way underneath the fuse box, went through. There's the rest of the switch line right here, and it went through. You'll see a grommet right here. Okay, this grommet actually on the top has a nipple. So this rubber looks like it's soft, but it's actually kind of hard. So we got some pliers. We ended up, I don't know if you can see that. So up there's the boot. The harness goes through here. Fish it. So we used a coat hanger. We taped up the harness, and it took us about an hour to go through this grommet. So now that we did that, let's wrap around. And I want to show you guys where the grommet goes through. There's the other side of the grommet right there that we poked a hole through. That's the actual wiring harness. You see that? Now once you get the wiring harness all the way through, you'll see it's tucked. You see the end of it right there. There's your change slot. This is where we put our switch. Okay. Now if you pull this out, I cut a slit right there. As you can tell, this is the rest of the harness. So I raveled it up real nice, and you'll see a fuse box. Okay. So I grabbed some piggybacks, right? Took some out. I looked up what these fuses are. I think one of them goes to the driver's side window, to operate the driver's side window. The other one goes to, honestly forgot, but try not to tap into something important that's really that important. Okay, so let me hook this back up and I'll show you how it goes. By the way, on the back of this change, you have your change slot. On the back of it, you'll see a box. Okay, this box that's outlined, in the future I plan on cutting right here, popping out this box, because it's pretty much the exact same size as a switch. Now I don't know if they intentionally did that. I think they did, honestly, but I could be wrong. But we're gonna put this back up. I'm gonna show you guys just how it works. Pop the chain jar right here. MFC has a cover where you pop this off and you can put like 6 or 4 switches. I didn't want to do that because I still wanted to retain the change jar. My wife still uses it every now and again. But basically, right now we've taken this Jeep already to Arizona, to quite a few trips. We've used it quite a few times. On the last trip, the air hose that I used was old anyways, and so it busted right at the threads. But you know what? This works still, so I just got to replace the hose. But you can hear it just purging away. It's still going and going and going. I got an air leak at the bottom. So I'm gonna replace this hose when I can. But I just want to show you guys how it's working, how everything's working. Now, some quick insight. This little process took me a while because nobody has it. I see nobody have it on board, and when they do have it, it's in the cab, in the back. The reason why I have it outside is because I have kids. We do go off-roading with our kids, and after a long day, they end up taking a nap, and whenever you got to air up, it's at the end of the day. So I didn't want that in-cab noise. Everybody gets hyped up over having onboard air compressor, and then when I realize it's on the inside of the cab, that doesn't really excite me at that point. So this has been working for me for, I've gone on like I think 3 or 4 off-road trips already with it. It's worked great. I'll post up some pictures, or if I can, some videos of me using it. As far as I know, I'm like the only Jeep, me and my wife, we're the only Jeep that has this onboard air like this. And honestly, I just want to show it to everybody. That way that this Jeep community can get bigger. But if you guys like what you think, comment more. That way we can talk about more, and we can get this, all these ideas going, and we can get this Jeep, this Jeep community up and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that way we can start developing more stuff, because this Jeep works. I'm gonna show you guys pictures. I'm gonna post pictures of it going off-roading, and it has amazed me, like legitimately amazed me on the things that it has done. So with all due, nobody can talk crap about this Jeep. Even if it's the 82 system and it's not the Trailhawk, this thing still rocks. So hold on to your boots and let it rip. You know what I mean? So you guys go out there, keep Jeeping, and keep enhancing your Jeep. And I'm going to try and post a little bit more. I got more stuff coming. A little bit more stuff that I've done already to the Jeep that I haven't shared with anybody. And I'm real excited about it. So you guys have a good day. Comment a little bit more. We'll have a group discussion on all this stuff that we're doing. And you guys, peace out.
Oh my gosh, it's fucking.
I'm recording, so quiet.
Three, 2, 1, go, go, go. Run.
Woo!
He needs to go up it more.
Want to go over it? Okay, go back.
He needs to like go around it almost. Oy. There you go.
Straighten out. Straighten out a little bit this way. Good. You're good. It's soft rock. You're about to go on. You're about to hit the max track. Good. They're move. Come this way a little bit. There you go. Now, stop right there. Stop. I don't. What about this dip? Are we ready for this dip?
Oh, this dip right here?